All right, what is going on? We are back, boys and girls, for ranking these metal bands part two. I have no idea how many I'm gonna get through here, but I'm gonna do my best. For those of you that haven't seen part one, it's one video back. Just go one video. I don't know if it's that way or that's one of these ways. Just go back one video and you'll see how much I piss you off in that one. But let's go ahead and get started here. So the next one up to bat here is Black Label Society. So we're talking about Zach Wild's band there, his solo project, and just all right. I mean, some of the stuff's all right. He's, a decent vocalist, a good songwriter, pretty decent guitarist, kind of some of y'all might get pretty mad, but kind of generic riffs that he writes. But it is what it is. I like him in some of the later Ozzy stuff, but as far as his solo project, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to turn it off, but I'm certainly not going to reach for it. Within Temptation, some of y'all know that I am actually a pretty big fan of symphonic female-fronted power metal symphonic bands, and Within Temptation is pretty good. I'm not going to put them near like the front. If Nightwish shows up on here, you might see them creep a little bit further forward, but I think they're good. I'll put them in good. I mean, I like 'em. I'll listen to them. What do we have next? I already said Witchfinder General. I didn't have not listened to enough of to really gauge. We're gonna go with Death Angel. So some amazing thrash here. Kind of gave it away there. I love Death Angel. Act three is the only. I think it's Act three is the only album where I'm still kind of coming around on. It's all right. I have it in my collection. I have to give it maybe a couple more spins. Give it some time. It's okay. Other than that, I do pretty much dig their entire discography, and I am feeling comfortable putting them at amazing tier. Up next, we have Venom. So, these pioneers of black metal, if you will. I don't know if I would really say that, but they had a song, an album called Black Metal, and drummers drummer is not that skilled. So it's essentially if you put Lars Ulrich in a speed thrash sort of, pardon me, black metal, proto black metal band. But you know what? I like their stuff. I'm not too enamored with them, so I'll definitely put them in good. I own Prime Evil. I think that's the only album I own by them, but they're all right. Despised Icon, you know, I guess they're one of the few deathcore bands that still kind of keeps its roots rooted in 2000s deathcore, which is all right. I like the fact that they do some of the songs in their native tongue. I think it's French. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But again, I mean, I'm not going to go crazy over them. I'll put them in average. They're good. They're not great. I'll put them down here. So Soulfly. Oh, Max Cavalera's post uh Sepultura run here. Now Soulfly is hit or miss for me. They do have some pretty good albums, but then they have some that are just absolute garbage that I would not listen to ever. Oh gosh. However, when they're good, they're good. I mean, they're not amazing, they're good. So yeah, let's go ahead and put them in good tier if I can make this work properly. That'd be amazing. Cool. Good. Soulfly is good. What about Obscura? With the exception of their last album being pretty average and the front man being arguably on paper kind of a douchebag, I like Obscura. And I mentioned in video one that I'm not a huge fan of like noodly tech death, but for some reason Obscura does it well. If I want to hear a bass that sounds like it farts, and I want to hear a good bass that sounds like it farts, the fretless bass here in Obscura's work is pretty damn solid. I am very, very, very comfortable putting them at amazing. Like me some Obscura. I own everything by them, and I do have their latest album. I bought it when it was used. I saw it in a used bin. I'm like, finally, okay, I'll get it now. I will get it now. Next up, we have Anvil. Anvil has been in the heavy metal scene for a very, very long time, but they're meh. I have a couple Anvil albums and I like them and I have enough. I don't need any more. Some of their stuff is just hot garbage. Oceano, you would think I would put them higher because they are from my neck of the woods. They just recently split up here in Chicago, but I'm going to put them in average because I don't know. I really don't think they're that great. COC, Corrosion of Conformity. Took me a while to come around on them, and I don't like their whole catalog. I would put them at amazing. When they're amazing, they're amazing. But I'm not a huge fan of their southern stuff. But you know what? Oh, all right, I'm going to put them in amazing and see how I feel about that if I ever come back around to it. All right, Baroness. I actually did not like Baroness the first couple times I heard him. I think it's because I was very much like stuck in this extreme metal kick where I'm like, oh, anything that says it's not extreme metal, it's not good. But after spending some time with specifically the Red album, the Blue album, it really, really started to click with me. And now I own their entire discography and I ain't mad about it. I even like Yellow and Green, or is it Yellow and Gold? Yellow and Gold, I think, something like that. Yeah, I actually like that two album run that they did. I am totally fine with myself putting them at amazing because they're a really good palate cleanse for me because I do listen to a lot more extreme metal than I do, sort of like I don't know what you want to call them, stoner slash. They got so many different things going on there, but I will put them on from time to time, and I'm always happy when I do. Is this Violence? Yes, Violence. I know the vocals for this thrash metal band are divisive, but I don't give a shit. I love them. I think they're amazing. Cannot wait until they let loose with another full length. Hopefully they do. I know they released that EP that I enjoyed, but not a huge fan of EPs. Come at me, bro. Dimmu Borger, whatever you want to call them, Dimmu Burger, Demi Burger. I like these guys, and I am not ashamed at saying that I like pretty much everything that they've released. Their earlier work is better. Yes, it's a lot more black metal. It gets a little bit too symphonic for a lot of people, but I like symphonic metal, so I'm going to put them in amazing. I don't think I would be mad if anyone turned on some Dimmu. So different strokes, different folks. You know, Gorod is definitely solid. I'm gonna put them. I don't know their entire discography, but everything I've heard is close to amazing. But I haven't heard enough, so I'm gonna put them in good. They're definitely not a bad band. Alter Oblivion. I love me some Doom, and they do Doom very well. Amazing. Altar of Oblivion, amazing. I have one of their albums. It's an EP, but it's like a long EP. Like a lot of those Doom bands will be like, hey, we're putting out an EP. It's 39 minutes. It's like my book, that's a full length. I'll buy those. Like I have no issue with buying those, but if they're short, eh. Holocaust, I don't know enough about them. I'm gonna put them down there. Job for a Cowboy. Their last album was really good. I still don't own it. I had it in my cart and then it sold out in a used distro, but I'm comfortable putting them at good. Because again, I'm not a huge fan of this genre, but when it's done well, it's done well. That last album was the shit. The Sword. I love The Sword. I did not like the vocals at first, but the riffs, holy hell. The riffs on a lot of these albums are just so infectious. And there's a fruit fly on my hand. Can I kill it? Let's see. You mother. Who wants to guess below? Did I get it? Did I? No, I did not. I did not. Okay, where were we? We were The Sword. The Sword is amazing. The Sword is amazing. We need to get some more in the goat tier. Where are all the goats at? This is the best joke I've ever made. Porcupine Tree, I honestly never listened to any Porcupine Tree in my entire life. Danzig, I like Danzig, but the catalog is very hit or miss. Glenn Danzig is a legend. He had that time with Misfits and when did his own solo career. His first three or four albums are arguably masterpieces. I only own Danzig one. That's the only thing I own by him in my catalog. So I'm only going to put him at good now. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, but what was that one like Black something? He had that electronica album. I tried to listen to it. It was like, well, did not like it. I mean, it had its moments, but it's just not my jam. Not my jam. Is this Windier? Yeah, Windier is awesome. I've streamed them a ton. I don't own anything by them, but I've listened to them a metric F ton. So totally comfortable I've heard their entire discography. They're an amazing. I just need to find some when it's on sale. I'll definitely buy it. Decrepit Birth, some tech death, done pretty well. The vocals are grating to me, so I'm going to put them at good. Instrumentally, they're awesome. If they're like an instrumental band, yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the vocals. Asking Alexandria, y'all are getting some of y'all. My buddy Luke, if he watches, is going to get mad. Pretty poopy. Now, can I listen to Asking Alexandria? Yes. Am I going to reach for it? No, never. just not going to. It's just, it's not my jam. Raven, hot car. I'm kidding. Raven rules. These guys are like 174 and they're still going strong. Amazing. Yes, they get a little bit weird. Yes, but I've seen them online doing like small shows where there's like five people in the crowd and they are playing their asses off. They're having a lot of fun. They're really getting into it. That to me earns some respect. If they like, they very well could have been like, yeah, there's not enough people here. Let's just pack it up, boys. Let's go home. But not only did they play, they played with their hearts. So yeah, mad respect there. What is this? Between the Buried and Me? Didn't I already do them? No, no, no. No, I didn't. Okay. I did who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of where I don't know. There's too many on here for me to. I'm thinking of the Dillinger Escape Plan. I don't know why I get those two kind of confused with the name, but I do like Between the Buried and Me. I'm gonna put them at good. I own like three or four of their albums, and I'm never mad when I. Sometimes I randomly like I'll close my eyes and grab something, and if it's them, I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I just can't do it. I'm not in the mood. It doesn't matter. Fit for an Autopsy. Now this is one of those deathcore bands again that I think are a little bit unique, and I really enjoy them. I'm gonna put them at amazing for the sheer fact of the musicianship and the songwriting prowess is pretty damn high, especially considering that a lot of deathcore could be very, very repetitive and recycled. And I know a lot of the deathcore purists are going to be mad because there's clean vocals, but I think when they're done properly, it works, and I think their execution is on point. So I'm gonna leave it there. After the Burial, I don't know enough. Misfits, believe it or not, I like them, but I don't listen to them very often. So I'm gonna put them at good tier. I'm okay with that. I need to listen to them more. Now, Catatonia, it depends on what era of Catatonia you're talking about. Dance to December Souls is actually my favorite album, so I guess that's going to say a lot. And where I rank them, I'm going to put them at good, just because I wish they would have written that death metal style a little bit longer, because that's my favorite album by them. Um, their latest album, I only gave it one spin. I don't own it. I streamed it. I wasn't digging it. I was bored to tears. Maybe it just needs to click with me. Necrophagus, this is a band that I wish went on for a longer period of time. They're definitely an amazing. Was it two albums they put out and then they're like, we're done? Two masterpieces. So just like it's like Lost Horizon. Like why did they do that? Where did they go? Haunt. I like Haunt. I picked up their latest one. Really solid. They do a great 80s cover on there. I can't even think of the Send Me an Angel, I think is the name of the song. Good or amazing? Let's put them in amazing. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm going to put them in amazing. Why does this keep popping up? Oh, because I need to put it down here again. I can't read. Oh, the faceless. I know a lot of people. I mean, there was a little bit of a controversy with one of the members of the faceless. And I know that one of their albums, their latest album, it wasn't received too well, but I loved it. And I'm totally fine with putting them in amazing. It's some of that wankery that I enjoy. It's done well. Sabat, you want some crazy black and thrash? You've come to the right place. Definitely an amazing band. They are just, it just sounds like pure vitriol. They're, when they're thrashing away on their instruments and them guitars and them drums. Primordial, I need to spend more time with them, but what I've heard is definitely good. I'm sure a lot of y'all will be like, no, 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 Goat, amazing. I just need to spend more time with them. Sure, I mean, I could see it going to amazing for sure. Goat, probably not for me, but I enjoy them. Definitely do. Dying Fetus. When I first heard Dying Fetus and it was like the burping vocals, I was like, what the hell? But it grew on me a lot, and they're amazing. I really can't think of an album in their catalog that I do not like. So it says a lot for a band. Ghost. Ghost, I'm a latecomer to Ghost. And I don't know why this isn't metal because they're not metal. I'll put them, if I were to put them anywhere in good, they'll be at the upper end of good. I like them. I own four of their albums now. I think four, three or four, four. And I'd get more. I'd get more. Yeah, pretty infectious, poppy choruses, but definitely something that I find myself going back to. What is this? I don't know what this is, but I do know what the next one is. Napalm Death. Let's do some Napalm Death. They're fun. They are fun. Definitely going to go to amazing. It's just like they do have a period that I'm not too into. They got a lot of records. I can't remember how many full lengths they have, but I only own two of them and I enjoy them. I'll spin them from time to time. I've listened to their entire discography because Heavy Metallurgy did the ranking on their albums, so I'm like, I better prepare for this. I didn't prepare fully, but afterwards I'm like, well, I better do my homework. So, pardon me, afterwards I went and listened to them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, really enjoy them. Don't know enough about Tesseract. I don't know who this is because I can't see it. Is that Slaughter? I have no idea. Insufferum? I love Insufferum. I like this kind of music. I like pretty much everything they've done. They get a little bit long-winded in some of their songs, like was it Time To, where the intro is like a bunch of rain, the outro is a bunch of rain. Yeah, it's cool, but they could have shaved that down a little bit. It would have had a better album for it. But I enjoy listening to them, and yeah, they're a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Aborted. I absolutely adore this band. I don't know if I could put them at GOAT, but I definitely have them in amazing. I have a lot of fun every time I listen to them. So much fun. Yeah, Chemist. Chemist absolutely freaking rules. If you don't like Chemist, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't know. Yeah, they're an amazing, no doubt. Panzer. I like Panzer quite a bit, but I don't love them. I own a few of their albums, definitely put them in good. I'm never mad when I put them on, but I would reach for other bands in that genre. Pig Destroyer is awesome. I love Pig Destroyer. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're going to go to amazing for sure. Born of Osiris. I like Born of Osiris. They're local to me. They're not amazing. Musicianship, yes, they are really, really good. But Angels and Aliens is a really good album. The rest of their catalog is good. So, I mean, if they had like one or two more bangers, I might be able to put them in amazing. But they're good. I certainly do enjoy listening to them. I don't know who this is, so I'm going to put them down here. I can't read that. Don't know much Falkenbach, but I do know Cannibal Corpse. And Cannibal Corpse is finally going to earn another GOAT status. I mean, what's there to say about Cannibal Corpse? They're just, yeah. A lot of the albums sound the same, but you know what you're getting, and it's always enjoyable. It's always good. Cannibal Corpse is GOAT. They rule. What else we got here? Jeez. Jeez, gosh, golly, jeepers. Crypt Sermon. I love Crypt Sermon. I love Crypt Sermon. And I don't love that the computer is freezing. There we go. Yeah, this is getting really slow. I think it's just too much. Just can't handle all this awesomeness. We're gonna put them in amazing. They rule. Crypt Sermon's awesome. Warlock. I was actually just listening to Warlock, and now I have Under a Spell in my head. Is that the name of the song? The lead off track to I can't even think of the album title. Doro is the metal queen. She always will be, and they are absolutely amazing. They're amazing. Just they just are. They just are. Don't know who this is. Veil of Maya, another one where it's not really my genre. They do have some really good albums. They have a couple where I'm like, eh. The cleans are no, I don't know. Not really my preferred style of cleans, but I'm gonna put them at good because I enjoy them. I don't know who this is. After the Burial, I haven't listened to enough of. Deicide. Oh gosh, Deicide. Now, I know that there's a couple albums that people are like Deicide. They're not that great. And I get it. So that's why I'm going to put them all the way up towards top and amazing. Glenn Benton's awesome. I like his cadences. Yes, they're a little bit repetitive, but I just think it's hilarious that time and time again, he's just like ripping on Jesus. And somehow he could write 70 albums with very, very similar lyrical content and get away with it. And Legion is one of the greatest death metal albums of all time. I don't care what you think. Yes, it's just 29 minutes of amazing. It is. It just simply is. Traveler is awesome. I discovered Traveler was it about a year ago, and I bought one of their albums on vinyl right away. I'm like, I have to get this. They're amazing. Fantastic metal. Fantastic. You fruit fly. Don't know much Holocaust. Virgin Steel, believe it or not, I have not spent enough time with. These are all the bands that I haven't heard. So let's go to the right here. Celtic Frost. Recently got into Celtic Frost. They did not click with me until recently. Then I went back through their entire discography. And yes, they have a couple stinkers, but when their highs are so high that it's hard to deny. Look at that. That rhymed. They're amazing. Yes, they're amazing. I would not turn off their music for any reason. Even if grandma was yelling at me, I'd be like, fuck, shut up, grandma. Listen to this amazing music. It's polka. From when you were born, try to, you know, trick her into listening to Celtic Frost, and then she'll become a fan, and then she'll thank me later. So tell your grandmas to listen to Celtic Frost. Pretty much what I'm saying here. What else we got? I can't read that. I am blind. Gosh, I'm way more blind than I thought I was. I haven't listened to enough Mortician. Sorry. Let's go to Evile. I want to put Evile in here because I know their latest album got a little bit of flack. The Unknown, I actually like it enough to buy it on vinyl, but it was on sale for $13, so it's not like I'm paying full price for it. I am putting them in amazing because I really do enjoy them. Yes, they are kind of Metallica clones. Yes, blah blah blah, but they rule. Isn't that what matters at the end of the day? If you enjoy their music, I think so. I think so. Let's go. Let's do another one here. Let's grab Tier. Tier, some folky, power metally goodness that I absolutely adore. They're amazing. There is no question they are amazing. I love how sometimes they'll bring in their native tongue and they do it so well. You know, it's a Tier song. Like when you hear it, you're like, yep, I know who this is. And there's something to say for that. So I am cool with it. Let me grab one more. Who am I going to grab? Who am I going to put in here? Oh, no, no. Let's grab more than one more. Hot garbage corn. Sorry, corn sucks. Corn sucks. I only want cream corn. Oh, yes. Let's put Judas Priest in here. They are average. I'm so kidding. Anyone who puts Judas Priest at average, I think you need to get your hearing checked. That should never happen. They are absolutely goat. They are goated. Any band that could put out an album like Firepower that late in their career and it be that good is phenomenal. And what was her last one? I can't even think of the name of it. I own it. It rules. I just can't think of the title right now. When I'm on camera, I can't remember anything. Where are my car keys right now? I have no idea. You tell me. Let me know in the comments. Where are my car keys? I can't find them. I cannot find them. Okay, one more. One more for good luck. Let's go with Slayer. Now, it might surprise you that, all right, I got to quit this show because, pretend to put them at pretty poopy. Slayer is GOAT, with the exception of Diabolus and a Musica or whatever the hell that is, which does have some redeeming qualities. They're absolutely goat. One of the greatest, uh, well, not really satanic, but satanic and evil sounding thrash metal bands of all time. So doing it right there. But that's all we got for you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. So that's enough for today. Boys and girls, sub to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. Let me know how terrible I am and how much I suck and that I'm old, pretty much. That's it.